a few seconds. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, it is Thursday, November 4th, 2021. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is Week 9 in the NFL. And with that, cue the music. Welcome to Bet by Numbers, the easiest betting podcast in the world.
It's so easy.
Got Matt. So easy. Matt's here this evening. Hello, Matt.
Hello. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing so good. And we've got a robot producer. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Who's the best team in the NFL? Nothing. This thing's been acting up all week.
I mean, she doesn't know because, who does know? Derrick Henry's down.
That's true. Let's try one more time. Okay, Google. Who's the best team in the NFL?
I try not to play favorites.
How about that? That was quite diplomatic. Okay, we got a quick recap of last week. 5-pack for the countdown this week. Matt's got some great college picks for us coming up, too. All right, let's go ahead and start the Fortnite. Are you ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I was born ready. All right. I know. Recap of last week. Oh, man, if we could get weeks last week, every week, Matt.
I mean, speak for yourself. Your Carolina Panthers triumphed. But, I can't be too upset. I'm still riding that World Series high. But that's a whole different story.
That is a whole thing in town this week for sure. Up 13, almost 13.5 units last week.
Huge.
I know, huge win. I mean, the too easy parlay finally hits now that we adjusted.
It seemed easy, but in fact, it was too easy.
It was, in fact, too easy. Up almost 10 units on the season now. So how about that? Awesome. I mean, coming back. Money line 2-1 last week, 16-10 on the season. Went 4-4 on spread picks last week, 20-23 on spread for the season, and then 4-3 on totals last week. I'm picking too many totals. I did it again this week, but 12.
I mean, you took a lot of totals, but last week, speaking of Thursday games, we got an hour before the Thursday game, and you hit that Thursday game right on the spot.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty excited about that. Green Bay won with the exact score of 24, which is what I said they would score. Aaron Rodgers, John Wick Jr., the COVID King. Yeah.
Well, you're not going to see John Wick this week. He's going back to the Matrix.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the guy, the architect's got him. I wonder if he's going to cut the hair now between the Coco and not being John Wick. He said that the reason he was growing out the hair was for the John Wick costume, which is dubious. Really, Aaron Rodgers is playing shit real close to the vest these days. I don't know about anything he says publicly.
I have no idea. I mean, the only thing that he actually says is worthwhile is that State Farm's going to save me money. I believe it.
That's true. Well, they're making him money, so I don't blame him. I think he's I still love the guy, though. And he's so damn good.
Fantastic.
He's not playing this week. Let's see. Teams on bye this week. Detroit, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and the what the fucks.
Yeah, I mean, people in Detroit have to be super excited. Their team's not going to lose this week.
Gotta be their best
and we're not
ever.
going to bet based on Detroit. So that's, there's a first for everything.
I am definitely not going to bet on Detroit till at least 2 weeks from now. So
I'm looking forward to that.
I can get off that poison. All right, we're going to pick 5 interconference games this week, 4 conference games, 3 division games. We got 2 easy parlay, of course, and then 1 extra point. Let's get right to it. 5 interconference games this week. We're going to start with my friends, Carolina Panthers. They're playing at home against New England.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to take Carolina money line here. They're plus 165, which I know is absolute homerism. But I think at home, I think they got a good shot, honestly.
I like this pick. And, how are we looking on the CMAC world? Last I saw, Chuba Hubbard was not projected to do a lot, which, to me, says a lot of hope for the CMC guy.
It would. What they should do is definitely not play him. They have brought him back too quickly from injury now twice in 2 consecutive seasons, and both times almost immediately he gets hurt. They need to shelve CMC and keep Chuba playing. So actually, that's an interesting point. Speaking of DFS, if you can get Chuba at a good price this week, that would be a heady play, because I don't think you're going to get. They shouldn't even start him. They shouldn't even start him.
I mean, if anything, last week Chuba got a super confidence boost.
Yeah, I know, and he's looking better each week. The problem is, this is the week that you need to start CMC if you've got him available. With Pat White playing, no Sam Darnold. The Pat White offense is extremely limited, and what it's mostly limited to is giving the ball to the running back.
But you got to figure there's going to be some wildcat out there. I mean, Pat White, he can get on the ground and do some stuff.
He gives you a little more in theoretically the wildcat game or the RPO game, but we're already doing that with Sam Darnold. Like, he's good at it.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's probably not as fast as Pat White, but he's definitely a little bulkier.
I don't know what you're doing there, Matt, but he might be. He's not as fat as Pat White. It's not as fast.
No, he's not as fast. It's okay.
And it's not. What we're finding out with some of the quarterback mobility stuff is it's not all about speed, though.
No, I mean,
it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
I mean, look at Russell Wilson.
Look at Tom Brady. I've seen Tom Brady get out there and hustle. Dude, what's his face? I saw Matt Ryan get a couple.
Yeah, I mean, he can run.
He's been getting his ass out there, yeah. So, apparently, yeah.
I think at this point he has nothing to lose, so he's just like,
That's true.
If I get injured, I'm going to go down in glory.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. He has nothing to prove. How about that? Hall of Famer Matt Ryan.
Also true.
Yes. So, having said that, why not? I mean, fuck it, YOLO. Let's get those points. So, yeah, I like Carolina money line here. You're getting the plus juice, which is I'm always fan of. Plus, taking a good defense against a rookie quarterback. Still like those odds. It is Belichick. I think also this is your classic New England Belichick line. As soon as they're not terrible, they're going to start getting these favorable lines again. I mean, they got favorable lines for almost 2 decades just by virtue of Tom Brady being good.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady is good. Belichick's going to do what he does normally, and he's going to play defense, and he's going to run the ball, and every once in a while you're going to get caught by some play action craziness.
Yeah. I think really we're limited by what we're going to be able to do offensively here, but otherwise I like the game. All right, next game, Minnesota at Baltimore. Minnesota plus 6.5. I actually like that bet. So I'm going to take money. I actually am pretty confident Baltimore will win. I like Minnesota in the cover here.
Interesting. I mean,
yeah,
I definitely like Minnesota in the cover. I think that Minnesota has a decent chance. Just because, like, if Dalvin Cook's healthy, I mean, this team could actually keep Lamar Jackson off the field. They've got 2 good running backs. Okay. And, I mean, you got 2 good wide receivers. So I don't know if Baltimore's seen a team like that that's actually been succeeding recently, but Minnesota has not been consistent.
I'd say the team that they saw like that was the Chargers, who beat the shit out of them. So.
Exactly. So we'll see.
I don't like trusting Minnesota with results, and I did double-check the time for this game, and it is not a primetime game, so we can get a version of Kirk Cousins that's usable as opposed to useless. And that's important.
Exactly. I mean,
so I like them to cover here. Minnesota's got excellent players both sides of the ball. I don't even hate Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. It's just it's almost the Tony Romo. It's not the skills, it's not the measurables, it's the situation.
I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
Oh, I don't like it. I mean, there's some character issues there, off-field concerns, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay. All right. So I like Minnesota.
Not to get into.
Yeah, I like Minnesota in the cover here. We got Vegas at the Giants. I'm going to take Las Vegas minus 2.5 in a cover. I actually think they're going to blow them out, but
Vegas and the Giants. You think Vegas is going to blow them out?
I do. I
mean,
I think
Darren Waller's going to be healthy again.
Obviously, no Ruggs, but that is what it is.
That's a whole. Yeah.
Yeah, this is partially the again, I'm just going to feed this narrative till it bites me, which it already has once, is the Daniel Jones being bad at home narrative. So they are playing in the Meadowlands. What is this?
In the Meadowlands.
Yeah. Off its freaking helmet. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I like Vegas to beat the shit out of them. I think Vegas is...
They're a good team. They got a lot of good players.
And they may be one of those examples of a team where the adversity, the off-the-field stuff sort of coalesces. You know, Derek Carr, I think, is showing some really interesting traits as, like, a quarterback and a leader in that locker room. I don't agree with any of the shit he has said, but there's a level where he's said all the right things, you know, in support of
He does say the right things. And just because Ruggs isn't there doesn't mean they can't win. I mean,
no, not at all.
Brian Edwards is great. I mean, Hunter Renfro's kind of my, like, you know, obviously I got his back because he's a Clemson boy, but dude knows how to make, he knows how to make catches in the right moments. Yeah, he's super clutch.
Yeah,
well, they got Kenyon Drake and Jacobs, Josh Jacobs. I mean,
coming back. Yeah, no, I like that team. I have no. I mean, the Giants aren't that good, and they keep having injuries. And I don't like Daniel Jones at home. So. Yeah, and that the narrative worked perfectly last week. They definitely covered, and now I want them to not cover and get the shit kicked out of them by the Raiders.
Well, that's very likely.
Yeah. Next game, the Chargers at Philly. I didn't like any. Let's see. Let's look at the lines real quick. Like, whose line is it anyway?
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, it was. The Chargers are favored by 1.5 on the road here. I didn't really like either of the line. These are two weird teams to pick. The Chargers offense. I mean, what happened to the Chargers? What happened? I could not suck more of their dick 2 weeks ago, and now I have no idea.
I think they're good. I think they just had a bad game. I think that if you don't take the Chargers here, you are crazy.
They had 2 bad games?
It's possible.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I mean, there's a lot of games.
There's so many. 17.
Yeah.
There's like several percent more games this year. Like 7. There's like 7% more games.
Yeah. There's one more game. And that's enough.
I'm just taking.
Sometimes one is enough.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like cock push-ups. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm taking the over here. I like Philly's offense has been pretty good. I mean, everybody's offense is going to look like that against Detroit. I mean, I get that, but still. Their offense has been looking like they can at least put a couple points together. I think they finally figured out that they just need to run the ball. And it doesn't matter who that person is.
Yeah, they had 4 touchdowns on the ground last week, and none of them were Jalen Hurts. I don't know what to say about that. I know fantasy people were upset, but Jordan Howard.
That's fine, but if you're a Philly fan, you're fine with it. And also, I mean, it's one of those things.
I don't know how to explain Philly fans. Yeah. They don't make sense.
Well, they don't. But that has. I don't think that has anything to do with the score from last week. So yes,
not at all.
Yes. In general, yes. Ooh, shiny thing. Oh, I want that.
Go get it.
No. I can't pick it up. There we go.
I don't know why. You can have what is this?
I was gonna say you can. Oh, that is a grappler. That's fun. You can do fun things with that. It's a little AP, but you can try for. You can go for
I'm gonna take this. Yeah, this seems good.
All right, it is good.
Blue's better than green, right?
Yes, it goes white, green, blue, purple, gold.
Gotcha.
A lot of people call the white gray. I call it white. Probably.
It looks silver. I know, whatever.
Yeah. I've heard it both ways.
I like gray.
Yeah, sure. I like white. Don't say that. It sounds coming from me. It sounds worse. I'm gonna just take I'm just gonna take the over here.
No, I think the over is a good choice.
Yeah, I think both these teams can score. I don't see any compelling reason to trust either of these defenses. So yeah,
I agree. I haven't seen anything special out of either defense.
Yeah, it's only 50 points. I think they can both these teams can score 25 points. They're going to both score 24 and leave me hanging, but it's fine. All right, next game up. The very interesting game of the week, Green Bay at Kansas City.
So interesting.
What do you want to say about Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I mean, first off, he's not playing.
Well, the most important fact to know about Aaron Rodgers is that he is, in fact, not playing, yes. He will not be playing this week. He's in the COCO protocol. The rumor is that he is not vaccinated. I'm not 100% on that, but you can it's one of those things where you don't necessarily need to get the straight answer from him. We know he's in the protocol, and we know he's in there. If you're vaccinated, you can get out of the protocol a lot quicker, and he is not getting out of said protocol. Ergo, we can assume he's not vaccinated. The most important thing to remember about that is he's probably not going to play next week then either. It's 10 days. If you're not vaccinated, you go in the protocol, you're out for 10 days. So what? This got released on Wednesday? Yesterday?
So yesterday I got all the notifications.
Yeah.
I had him starting in one of my fantasy leagues. I mean, it happens. Yeah, I got all the notifications.
Son of a bitch, yes. So he's not playing. I keep doing this thing. We were talking about it earlier. I keep doing this thing where every time I see Kansas City, I can't read the lines right. And I just assume when I see Kansas City that they're favored. Yeah. So when the reverse happened here, where I saw Kansas City being favored and I assumed it was Green Bay being favored, it's a whole thing. Anyway, Kansas City now all of a sudden is a 7.5 point favorite at home, which is crazy. That's a ton of points. Did you see
it is a ton of points, but nobody knows what Jordan Love looks like. I mean, that's his name, right?
It is. That's the name of the guy. I mean, that's the guy. That's the Rodgers replacement. They put all their hopes and dreams on some Jordan Love.
Yeah. Well, now's your chance, buddy.
I know, it's this big shot. Well, that part wasn't really up to him. I mean, first of all, you're drafted. You don't get to choose where you go. And then second, I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see.
No, he didn't decide that he didn't know that Aaron Rodgers was going to get COVID. But we got Devontae Adams back. You got a pretty high-powered offense.
Yeah, I think MVS is back too. The Lizard King is back.
What are these things?
I don't know.
Our way. They're definitely not people, but
those are wolves.
But they're coming our way.
Well, if they want to come this way, they can Red Rover, motherfucker. Yeah, they're down there. It's fine. I would see. I almost want to take. You get Green Bay money line plus 265 here, which is not my pick. My pick is under 48. I think this would be a fun game to go under with two of the highest power offenses.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 48, but I mean that Kansas
City
good money line. Offense has been struggling, and
they have. But what better game to get right on? I mean, that's the way most people are probably going to think. They're going to think optimistically.
Well, they thought that last week too, and they scored 20 points against the shitty Giants. So
yeah. So here we are.
I don't feel that way. Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, they eventually will get right. I guess. No. I don't think it's going to be this week. I think this game's going to go under. Like I said, I almost want to take Green Bay money line here. I do think Kansas City will still win, so we're just going to stick to taking the under 48 points, which is not a lot of points.
I do feel like that the Giants' defense has actually gotten a little better. I mean,
okay, great. Yes, because they held. You can have it both ways. You can be like, well, the Giants' defense is actually not that bad because they held Kansas City to 20 points. Yeah, okay, and then Kansas City. They
look pretty good against you guys, but whatever.
I know. Oh my God, yes, they look like fucking world beaters. You know what? You did that, and you're right, and it hurt my soul.
It's also possible that
they held Sam
Patrick
Darnold.
Mahomes, who threw not many interceptions, has just thrown a ton.
This is part of it. It's just some of it is luck, and especially when you're talking about interceptions, that dude's been he's been slinging the ball left, right, and center. One of the things we obviously have action. If Mahomes had done that Carson Wentz crazy ass shit, then we'd think he was amazing. And instead it was they're fighting each other.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We can kind of hide out and wait for them to kill each other.
Yeah, we want to actually go left and then try to get on the other side of that hill. So let's go this way. Here we go. Right. Oh, no, we got to go right. Actually, lies. We got to go right because of the wolves. So.
Yeah, the wolves are...
Yeah, we can also stay sort of pin low here. Here we go. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to just take the under here. All right, we're going to pick 4 conference games next. The game this evening. Nope. Oh, yes, I keep reading that wrong. The game this evening, the Jets at... It
is a conference game, yes.
It is a conference game. It's actually, for the Colts now, they're 4 games back in the division, essentially. Because they've lost twice.
What better inspiration?
But they've... You're just standing still.
Oh, wow.
They're just standing still over there. I think we got a pair of bananas over here. Got a pair of bananas over here.
Somebody's in the sky. Oh,
Are
somebody's
they?
behind
somebody's
us.
behind me, yeah. Okay, we're gonna need to kill this person behind us first, and then... They're about to bust around that corner. Oh, they're trying to kill somebody else, too. Get ready. They're about to pop over you.
Oh, goodness. I got shot, I guess.
God damn it. Okay.
That was so close. The
Yeah,
damn bananas.
I got caught reloading and stuff. Oh, that was all the people. God
That
damn
was it.
Okay.
We were second, yeah.
Yeah. The game tonight, I'm just going to take the under 46. I think this is going to be a crap game.
Yeah, I think the under is probably pretty safe. I think there's a lot of yards, but not a lot of scores. Probably a good amount of turnovers, too, if you want to pick defensive.
Well, we were just talking about this because I have no desire to watch this game, and I think I've been very, very spoiled this year with good Thursday night games.
So many good Thursday night games. But,
So many
you know,
good Thursday night
both
games.
of these teams looked good last week, though. I mean, everybody was expecting Cincinnati to go out and beat up on the Jets. And the Jets,
Very much so.
with a quarterback who's never started, looked really good against Cincinnati, who's a definite contender.
Good old Mike White. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Mike White's going to throw for 400 yards this week.
Who knows?
I do, if they're not going to. No, I don't know. I don't think so, though. We'll see.
I'll bet you
Indy's got
$1.
good defense.
We'll go for $1. Yeah.
Okay, well, I already got my dollar here. Here we go. All right. The Jets at Indy under 46. There you go. These games are last week was so good, and the games this week are just not. They're not really charring my tree. Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Oh man, that's so exciting.
Yeah, another big.
Mostly because I get to
game.
see Trevor Lawrence play.
Well, there's that. Yeah, and they're going to be. Well, let's see. I was trying to look at the 1 o'clock games. CBS probably going to be showing either. They'll probably be showing Cleveland, Cincinnati. So.
Yeah, Cleveland,
Maybe.
Cincinnati seems like a good game. I mean, down here, ooh.
Well, y'all will be on Fox since you're playing.
Yeah, we're going to be
Mullins.
on Fox. I'm just trying to think if there's any. I mean, the Baltimore game might be on. Baltimore, Minnesota might actually be the game.
Yeah, that would be a better game, I think. Cleveland Cincy is actually a pretty important game, all things considered.
Oh, absolutely. And like geographically, they're also pretty close. So
I'm sure they do. Yeah. Anyway, Buffalo at Jacksonville. Buffalo is giving up 14.5 points on the road. They're a huge favorite. I'm actually just going to take the over in this game. I like Jacksonville to finally. I
Score
like Trevor
points?
Lawrence. He might be all right. Yeah, they just need to start scoring a couple points. Their offense looks functional. It doesn't.
I'm just going to go out there and say they need a wide receiver. They don't have any good wide receivers. They have
really
some. They have some
don't.
okay
All their
ones.
guys are not helping them. I mean, literally, the only guy that
Marvin Jones is old and he's okay.
Yeah, he can throw to Sam or Dan Arnold. He's doing that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank God they traded for him. I don't know who else the fuck he would throw to then.
Yeah.
He'd have a real tough time if he had no Dan Arnold. I mean, hey Arnold, here you go. So I'm just having said all that. This is one of those weird games where I'm not going to take Buffalo as a minus 1,000 favorite. I'm not going to take Jacksonville as a plus 680 dog. And I don't even really like fucking around with the points here because this is Stream's backdoor cover. So I'm just going to take over 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to take over 49 here. I like points being scored in this game. I know Buffalo's got a good defense, but their defense has looked better because they played Miami twice.
Always going to make your defense look good.
Yeah, that's going to make you look a
I
little
mean, they
better.
didn't score a lot last week, but it was the second time they played Miami, so there was adjustments.
They played them a lot. I mean, they beat the shit out of them.
They
it was
did.
35-0 the first time they played them. Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, I like, I'm going to go over 49 here. Speaking of the fish, Houston at Miami, I'm going to do a terrible, terrible thing here, and I'm going to take the Houston money line. Houston plus 240. I have
What's
no
the
faith in
spread?
fish. Miami is a Miami's a 6.5 point favorite at home. Tyrod's back. Tyrod's back.
Yeah, Tyrod.
And also, sometimes it's addition by subtraction. So now Philip Lindsay has full command of that backfield.
He does?
Sure, I don't know. I mean, they don't have Mark Ingram anymore, so...
Well, David Johnson's still there.
Is he still there? Well, there you go.
He is.
Well,
I mean, I think that pretty much sums up the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
If it's not
He's
Brandon
there?
Cooks,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have no
It's like-
idea who's on the team.
Man, I want to start using Cooks and like DFS and stuff, but I have
No,
no idea.
he's good.
I know.
He's got
but
that
I
garbage
can't.
time. He's got that garbage time.
I really wish he was on a better team. Because
I'm sure he does too.
yeah, well, there's yeah. You wonder how much you got to get paid to play for the Texans. Which the answer is definitely some millions of dollars.
I think the answer is enough.
Yeah, enough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they could pay me. I'd play there. Anyway, I'm going to take the Houston money line here. It's crazy. But, I mean, the Fish are terrible. They're terrible. I like Tyrod. Tyrod's back.
Yeah, Tyrod's great.
I think Houston will win one more game. Miami's super bad. I mean, they're just bad. They're so bad.
It's going to be a Myles Gaskin game for sure.
They can't get the ball down the field. Like, they can't move. They would be smart for it to be a Myles Gaskin game. The problem is they don't even do that shit. So I don't know.
They've got
And
options.
They've got Gesicki, and he's good. And no, they don't have options. That's the whole thing.
I mean,
They
Jalen
have
Waddle
Gesicki.
is good.
Yes, they should get him the ball way more. But let's see it happen.
Devontae Parker's not bad either. But I think
But I
you're
don't think
right.
is he playing? I don't know
Yeah.
if he's playing or not.
He's TBD for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, again, a game that no one will watch. They're gonna hide. I mean, they're hiding it at 1 o'clock.
Nobody's
It's gonna be that
yeah.
gross CBS that nobody watches. It's gonna be awful. Yeah. But I'm gonna take Houston here. You get the
These are
plus
the teams that make the AFC look bad. And when in fact the AFC is quite good.
The AFC is excellent. The AFC just has also the worst team. It has most of the best teams. Well, no. AFC has the worst teams, and it has a lot of the medium second-tier teams.
Yeah.
The NFC has all the best teams, though.
Does it?
Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, now.
Yeah, I mean, really, who's really good in the AFC? Buffalo? I'd say
Yeah.
Buffalo. I'll
Yeah,
give
Buffalo.
you Buffalo. And then the next 5 teams you want to say are all in the NFC.
Yeah, I mean, I still really like Cincinnati too.
I mean, I like the Chargers, but see, this is
And
the
I
thing.
like
is
the
you
Chargers,
have all
yeah.
you have this whole.
They're young
this is what I'm
teams.
saying. These are all the second tier, but they're all That's what I'm saying. Those are all second tier options, really. Like I like Cincinnati, and I like the Chargers, and I still like the Chiefs and that stuff. And these are all
Well, the
second-tier
Raiders
teams
are,
when you talk-
yeah, I mean, but yeah, you're right.
It's all the but teams. It's all the but teams. Whereas the NFC now has the Rams with Von Miller. You got Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. Or you got who are the other? Dallas with Dak Prescott. Well,
Not
good rush.
exactly.
Yeah, wait, not so fast.
Wait
my
a
friend.
second. We
Yeah.
got Tampa Bay, and then who else? Green Bay?
Green Bay with no Aaron Rodgers. See, now the whatabouts are coming back in.
Seattle
You're right.
with no Russell Wilson?
Nah, fuck Seattle. But I mean, the Cards.
I mean, the Cards are great.
good. Yeah, Cards are good. Cards are real good. Green Bay's real good. Dallas is real good. Tampa Bay's real good. The Rams
Dallas
are real
can be really good.
Dallas is pretty fucking good. I don't know. Dallas is pretty good. And I'm not even
And
sure
they
how
have
Dak-
and they have played well without Dak, yeah.
I was gonna say compared to last season, this is exactly what I was gonna say. Is they're far less Dak dependent, but they had
Yeah,
a
whoever this
really-
guy is that
Who this Dan Quinn?
not Dan Quinn.
Seems like Dan Quinn might be a good defensive coordinator.
I think he is a good defensive coordinator. I didn't never said that he wasn't.
I probably did. I definitely have said he's bad head coach.
Yeah, he is a bad head coach.
I don't know
Very
how you
bad.
have 2 bad head coaches on your team and you look that good, Dallas.
It's a good question.
Was Jason Garrett that bad of a head coach? Also, but Dallas sucked last season. I fucking hate.
I
Mike
think
McCarthy.
the thing is when you're head coach and you don't know how to make decisions, or you try to make too many.
That's your only job as a head coach is to make decisions and maybe motivate. Like, you're not even supposed to be really doing a ton of X's and O's stuff.
Well, yeah, that
Like,
was
you're
the problem
supposed
with
to
Dan
be
Quinn
yeah.
is that he was trying to do too much he was making too many decisions, and I literally think Jason Garrett was not making enough.
And I will give Mike McCarthy some credit for that, as he will make decisions. They're bad, but he will make them.
They're not great, yeah.
Let's take a boat out to this drop out here. Here we go.
I'm on a boat. Oh, I'm not on there yet. Oh, God.
We got a rainbow boat.
It's a rainbow boat. Is it
wanna
March
get
already?
in? What are you doing?
I can't get in.
You have to ride it.
How do I get in?
Here.
Oh, there it is. I was just trying to jump. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm riding the rainbow boat over here.
Yeah. I don't know how I got rainbow, but there it is. Okay, where are we even at? I got to talk about Houston, Miami, and we ended up on Dak and the whatever. Anyway, next game.
Oh, we were just
Chicago.
talking about NFC versus AFC, which is
dude, yeah,
surprisingly
NFC is...
more even with all the injuries.
Well, it is a little bit even, but this is what I'm saying. It's like you've got this whole, you got a complete tier of like Spider-Man meme teams that are good in the AFC, and then a bunch of really good teams in the AFC. That's all I'm saying.
I want some.
You want the SMG? That SMG is real good.
That seems good.
Yes, it's very good. Okay, I don't want any of the rest of this stuff. Chicago
okay.
at Pittsburgh. I'm gonna take Chicago plus 6.5 here.
I like it.
Which, man,
I
Chicago.
think Justin Fields is actually
burned me
learning how to
last
play
week.
football.
Oh my God, no, they look fine, man. I was sitting so pretty. I had all that Chicago stock. First half, they were covering the spread. They were winning the ball game. They did go over 39.5. So I appreciate that. But
Yeah.
you know, that was about it. Yeah. Oh my God, Jimmy G. Yeah, if Jimmy G's gonna run for 2 touchdowns, I can't account for that.
Yeah, you can't do anything. You can't do a whole lot about that. I mean, Debo had, what, 171 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah, Debo Samuel is a really good wide receiver.
Yeah, they finally look like they can move the ball again, which is important. Go find Newsom Shield, and then we'll go back and see.
Yeah, you have to be able to move the ball. It's important.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important.
Their
Well,
running game has been really bad.
Yeah, and you know that's what Kyle Shanahan wants to do to begin with. So yeah, I mean, he'll find a way. It's just it takes time, and the competition has been very steep. So,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have a tough schedule. That whole division has a tough schedule. There's just some divisions that have really good schedules, and some divisions that have just. I mean the poor Browns, who have done themselves no favors. But their schedule is brutal this season.
Yeah, I mean, if they had the Falcons schedule, they'd be like owning people.
Right. Yeah.
It's true.
No, I know. Yeah. No. I mean,
Falcons aren't bad, but they're not good either.
you know, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for all these mid to lower level teams, like the Panthers and the Falcons and all that. Where's the rest of we're gonna need it. Let's go fishing for your shield, I guess. So anyway, I like Chicago here. Like I said, they looked almost okay last week, and then Jimmy G runs for 2 touchdowns. There's nothing I can do about that. I like them to cover this week. Pittsburgh barely beat the Browns last week.
I don't think I've ever fished.
This is for you. Eat that fish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do I eat the fish?
Actually, eat this. Look.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, now eat this fish too. Yeah.
Oh God.
You can stop doing that though.
I don't want to waste ammo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to give away your position either. Eat that slurp fish, and then let's.
I've got all the. I'm 100%. Yeah.
Which you're not 100% health.
Where's the slurp fish?
Oh, actually, tell you what. Keep the slurp fish. Murder this chicken. There you go. Okay, eat this instead. I like
Eat
anyway,
this
I like
instead.
Chicago's getting 6.5 points. I like them to cover here.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty easy cover. All right.